online and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
Valley News Live is riding the rails this week, and we'd love to meet you. Here's a live look at the Dagny Taggart. This is taking us all around the valley. Good evening, and thanks for joining us. We're going to be stopping in 8 towns over our 2-day trip, and tonight we're live in Lisbon. Let's get a live look at our team. As you can see, we are live from the area. Our evening newscast will be from here. Valley News teams Hutch Johnson and Mike Morking are going to be live tonight with these. We'll be talking with many people, including the mayor, other community members. Stick with us to see what they're up to. Discussion tonight on whether a West Fargo school teacher, Aaron Knodel, is going to be welcomed back to teach after he was acquitted by a Fargo jury of having a sexual relationship with a teenage student. Valley News team's Krista Boehm joins us live from the West Fargo School Board meeting, who's conducting their own investigation. Krista?
Steph, the meeting just got underway here just a second ago with a packed room of people. There are a lot of people in there gathering as the meeting just got underway, and there are 6 people pre-registered here to speak regarding the Knodel situation, and one of them is the accuser in the case. And now Knodel was suspended without pay last August when the charges were filed, and Flowers says the district's investigation these last 2 weeks is not looking at the court case, but on questions of behavior and judgment, and whether any ethical lines were crossed that would cause concern. And the big discussion tonight is whether or not Knodel will be with the district, and I know that next week they are meeting, and again we'll head back inside and bring you all the latest on Valley News Live 10 at 10. Reporting live, Krista Boehm, Valley News Live.
Okay, thank you, Krista. The state licensing board plans to meet next week to consider Knodel's employment status. Allegations of residents being given the wrong medication, not being brought food, and just general lack of care at a local nursing home. The situation at the Golden Living Center in Moorhead was first brought to our attention last week via our whistleblower hotline, and Valley News team's Bradford Eric continues looking into these accusations. So Bradford, what did you find out today?
Stephanie, after being told about this nursing home, my first step was to pull their most recent inspection from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. The report details 19 deficiencies at the nursing home, ranging from failing to provide adequate supervision for residents deemed at risk of leaving, giving residents the wrong medication, and even sending one person to the hospital for a drug overdose. I went to the facility to talk with Terry Steen, one of the residents at Golden Living. Her family told us about a situation they say occurred about 2 weeks ago, where Terry began falling, pulled the emergency nurse cord, knocked herself out, and laid on the ground for an hour and a half before someone came to help.
I feel like my Bill of Rights are being violated, my amendments, the freedom of speech, and I feel like I'm being kidnapped, and so do the other residents. Because we can't go out of our room. We have to observe room trade because of the influenza breakout.
I was not allowed in to see Terry, and the executive director, Melissa Chisholm, told me to leave the property. Chisholm then confronted me again on public property while I was shooting some video, asking what I was doing and dismissing Terry's situation as nothing because of past legal trouble she's had. The executive director did admit the facility is on lockdown due to a presumed infection at the moment, but they're still working to confirm just what it is, and no visitors are allowed in. By the way, according to U.S. News and World Report, the average number of deficiencies for nursing homes in the state of Minnesota, about 7. Again, Golden Living Center had 19. A care meeting was scheduled for tomorrow, but it has since been canceled due to this alleged bug spreading throughout the facility. Stephanie?
Bradford, thank you. For more about Golden Living Center in Moorhead, visit our website. Go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. And stay with us tomorrow for updates on this fluid situation. Well, we began our investigation of the Living Center after a tip from a viewer. If you need help, call our whistleblower hotline. We'll do our best to get to the bottom of it. Call 701-237-6576. And a member of our investigative team will get on the case. Well, it's a very hot one out there today. Hot and muggy and storms. It's just a perfect night for them. Let's go to meteorologist Lisa Green for a look at what's going on out there. Lisa, it seems to be the perfect formula.
That's right. The ingredients are coming together. We've got the heat, we've got that humidity, the moisture in the atmosphere. All we need is something to force these storms to form, and that's a cold front that'll be moving through later tonight. Temperatures are in those upper 80s to low 90s in southeastern North Dakota. We did hit 90 degrees again today in Fargo. Chicago. We're currently at 89. And here's a few showers and thunder showers that are popping in parts of the valley. There's one isolated storm that may be bringing some lightning to the valley, and earlier was showing signs that it may be producing some small hail. This one moving to the north into southern parts of Ransom County at about 16 miles per hour may bring a couple of raindrops to our viewers and Hutch and Mike out at the Riding the Rails event in Lisbon. We'll have to keep an eye on that for them. Here's a look at our forecast through the evening and into the early part of the day tomorrow. Temperatures are going to remain very warm, and it's overnight that we see our chances for storms start to roll through. Stephanie, some of them could be severe, bringing us a chance for some damaging wind. So we'll be talking all about that coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, you can just feel it in the air.
Yes, something's about to happen, and it'll be
Yeah.
happening while a lot of us are sleeping today.
Okay, all right, thank you, Lisa.
You bet.
It's said to be the biggest action of its kind in U.S. history. Chrysler is being ordered to pay a record fine of $105 million for mishandling dozens of recalls. The company must offer to buy back 500,000 Ram pickups that have defective steering parts, causing customers to lose control, and owners of 1 million Jeeps can trade in their vehicles after certain types are being considered prone to deadly fires.
If that's what they got to do, that's what they got to do. They're going to buy them back. They're going to try to make it right. And, you know, it sounds like they're trying to offer a good amount of money, you know, to make it fair for the buyer of the previous vehicle. And, you know, most Dodge fans are going to stay in the Dodge anyway.
We talked to the local Corwin Chrysler dealership today. They tell us that they don't know which exact vehicles are being recalled, but they say they will sometime this week. The Beltrami County Sheriff's Office is investigating after a man held a woman hostage for several hours. Investigators say a 76-year-old man called 911 requesting medical help early yesterday morning. When deputies got to the home in Liberty Township, the man's girlfriend said he had not slept in days because complications from Lyme's disease. A few hours after deputies left, the man called 911 again, talking about harming himself with a gun, and they discovered his girlfriend was being held hostage. Several agencies, including a SWAT team, set up a perimeter near the home. After 5 hours of negotiations, the woman was able to escape from a second-story window. Minutes later, the man turned himself in, and he was taken to the hospital for a mental health evaluation. Multiple adult zebra mussels have been found in another Minnesota lake. This time, the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources says they are in Big Cormorant Lake. The search began after an earlier report from a property owner who saw suspected zebra mussels. Officials were able to find 3 live adult zebra mussels in different areas of the lake. Right now, the DNR is reminding the public, just be careful when you're inspecting your boats, your dock lifts, or other water-related equipment when we're moving them from lakes and from rivers. Now, remember to like Valley News Live on Facebook. You can follow the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and stay informed the entire day. Well, later at 6, stick with us as we go back out live to Riding the Rails to see what fun they're having.
And most of us enjoying a nice quiet day. Still hot and muggy out there. It's out west where those storms have started to form, and they will be impacting us overnight. I'll have details right after this.